1954. This family-owned and operated business receives annual Super Service Awards from Angie's List and have been voted the Bold City's best lawn care and pest control service 5 years in a row. Learn more about Peninsular Pest Control at crittergetter.com or call 389-3491.
Have you heard the expression, knowledge is power? It's sure true in the criminal justice system. I'm attorney Lee Lockett, and I'm here to remind you of some very important rights. Know that you don't have to answer questions during any investigation. Trying to talk your way out of trouble rarely goes well. In a DUI investigation, you don't have to participate in the roadside gymnastics. Know your rights. Get in the know. Know before you blow. Offices Jacksonville. Call 858-9818 now or go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com.
Sports from a little different point of view.
Helmets and heels.
This is completely against the rules.
Built by Dreamfinders Homes.
Presented by Underwood Jewelers.
And American Window Products.
Tuesday nights at 6 on 1010XL.
Now, guys, I'm going to say laser hair removal, and you're going to try to tune me out thinking that's something just for women. No, this is for everyone. Think about it. We all have embarrassing, unwanted hair. My husband, a great example of Ideal Image Med Spa, how they can change a guy's life, too. Celebrating Black Friday at Ideal Image, by the way, with BOGO. Buy one area of laser hair removal. Get the second area for free. Your back, your chest, your neck. Tired of dealing with that embarrassing, unwanted hair, right? Ideal Image Med Spa is America's #1 choice for laser hair removal. They only employ the top licensed nursing and medical professionals in the country, and Ideal Image offers in-house payment plans. Call. It's a private, complimentary consultation. 904-652-0652. That's 904-652-0652. Located at the Markets at Town Center, US 17, just south of Orange Park on Fleming Island, and St. Augustine in Diane's Marketplace. Medical Director Dr. Holly Hickman, idealimage.com.
Hey folks, Mike Dempsey here, and I want to know, are your drafty windows letting all that cool air right back outside? Will they protect your home from Florida's unpredictable weather? If not, then it's time for the peace of mind that comes only with Pella Windows and Doors. Pella offers durable wood, fiberglass, and vinyl products in various styles and designs to best complement your home. So visit the Pella of Jacksonville showroom on Phillips Highway next to Tesla, or find them at PellaJacks.com. That's Pella Windows and Doors at PellaJacks.com.
I love the fall in Jacksonville. You know what else is absolutely out of this world? The fall over at the Blue Crab House. Sit out on that deck, enjoy the best Bloody Marys in town. Absolutely a staple right here throughout the city. Located on Julington Creek Road in San Jose, the best seafood, crabs, oysters, it does not matter. Locally owned and operated going back to 1996. I'm talking about the Blue Crab House, located on Julington Creek Road in San Jose.
Hey, Hicken here from my friends at Nimnick Buick GMC, the #1 Buick GMC dealership in Jacksonville, Florida. You know, I don't know why. I can tell you a bunch of different reasons, like the best price guarantee, the most inventory, more cars, more trucks, more SUVs. But to me, you know, longevity. When you're around for 78 years, you're doing something right? I mean, think about that. They've been serving and donating to our community for 78 years. And that tells you one thing. That tells you that nobody cares more about you, the customer, before and also after the sale, would be my guess, right? Black Friday savings events going on now. Stop by Nimnick Buick GMC on Phillips Highway. Shop the biggest savings vehicles online at NimnickBuickGMC.com. That's NIMNICHT, BuickGMC.com. In fact, they'll buy your vehicle even if you don't buy theirs. Bring in your vehicle today for a free cash appraisal. GMC, we are professional grade. Do yourself a favor. Go see our friends at Nimnick Buick GMC. The new name in Buick.
Rooted in the heart of the community, By Your Side Senior Care is your trusted source of quality in-home care for your loved ones. From companionship to personal care, we offer the complete solution when it comes to private duty care. And as a family-owned and operated business, you can rest assured we'll always go above and beyond to deliver the standards you and your family truly deserve. Discover all we have to offer at ByYourSideFL.com. ByYourSideFL.com.
By Your Side Senior Care.
Your local cat dealer, Ring Power, has the equipment you need when you need it, daily, weekly, or monthly. Growing your business isn't just one thing, it's a million little things. With expert advice, flexible financing, and industry-leading equipment, you can get the job done. Call Ring Power at 904-295-1062 or visit catrentalstore.com. That's Ring Power at 904-295-1062 or catrentalstore.com.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. Now, the Friday 5-Pack. Brought to you by MyBookie.
Now, of course, listen, after my Friday 5-Pack results, I give you Googans every reason and right to scream and yell about me and call for a change.
Oh no.
Regime change.
He shouldn't do it anymore.
He's lost his
He's
fastball.
horrible. When's he going to win? How long is he going to hold on to 2018? Go ahead, Beef.
Thank you. We entered the fray for the week. Dan at -2, Jeff at -5.
All right.
On the campaign.
All right.
Dan, you started it. An unusual pick for you, as
Yes.
you don't usually play totals, but you jumped into it.
Yes.
You like the under in the Vandy-Kentucky game.
Oh, I love that.
41.5. It did not come through for you. Both teams
Missed by about 20.
Yeah, just whiffed on that one.
When I saw first quarter Vandy 14, Kentucky nothing, I thought, oh, dear.
You call for the final score to
Kentucky
be
win?
22-10 in that one.
Kentucky blew them out.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Jeffro, you said too many points for those hard-charging Miami Dolphins as they battled.
Charge got a little softer yesterday.
The Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo Tom call you on that one?
No, I think Buffalo Tom was a little wary of that going
Yeah.
down there in division, the way the Dolphins had been playing. But
Yeah.
look, the Bills are, who the Bills are going to be. I hate to make everything The Bills are going to be the 2005 Jaguars. You remember that team?
Yeah, taking advantage.
To take that
Yeah.
2005
That's
team,
all
took
right.
advantage of a soft schedule,
You know
won
what?
all the games it was supposed to, and that's okay.
It's a fun ride.
Right. It's better
Yeah.
than losing like
Yes.
some team that
That's right.
plays down here that's got no sack.
All right.
Yeah.
Continue on, please.
Hick again playing the totals.
Yeah.
Saw the over-under total of 69 for Memphis and Houston, and he said, nice. And it came in for you.
Thank you.
Easy money.
Easy money.
Easy money. Jeff, speaking of easy money.
Is he 2-0 over here?
No,
1-1.
1-1.
Oh.
He took the under Vandy,
Oh,
Kentucky.
okay.
Jeff, you also showed yourself an area of your expertise. You said you're an expert on the futility of Atlanta sports, and you like the Hokies lay at 6.5 on Georgia Tech, and they rolled them.
45-0. Yeah, got that one. By the way, I think I even prefaced it. I said a guy who's under 500 can't make a
Yes.
lock, but this would be it.
Yeah,
Ooh,
you said,
Geoff Collins.
like this a whole lot.
I like this a whole lot.
Chip, you brought this on. Dan, you
Damn you,
like
Chip.
The Fighting Chips getting 21.5 against Utah.
God.
You needed 48.5.
Chip. Damn it. I flipped that game on for about 5 minutes. Honest to God, Chip Kelly did this. UCLA played Utah. They got blown out. What was the final? 48-3?
48-3.
Yeah.
It was 21-3 or something, and they'd gotten Utah, for some inexplicable reason, screwed up and faked a punt, and they got blown up. And Chip ran the ball 6 straight times right up the middle for a yard. He got a penalty that kept the drive going. The announcers were going, I'm not sure what he's doing here.
Somebody needs to come over like a spider monkey.
I think Chip sometimes just says, you know what, I don't care. Chip! Anyway.
Chip, you brought this on.
I hate you, Chip.
Chip.
Dang it, Chip.
Tried to give you a little love,
I thought
Chip.
I thought Utah had made a very savvy move, and they basically stole Ohio State's uniforms. They look just like Ohio State on the
Chip,
field.
you
Maybe
brought
that
this
makes you
on,
play
man.
better.
Jeffro, you correctly identified. You probably had a little flashback stress as Baylor was up 28-3 and it started to
Yeah, but I was
piddle
getting
away.
10.5, so
yeah,
I was
but 10 and a
never
half,
worried.
They stayed in it.
Oh, yeah.
They were
I won
getting
that one
10
by
and
a
half.
mile, yeah.
So, too much love for the Oklahoma brand here. Maybe not, but
What a great win
10 and a half
for
was too many
Oklahoma,
points.
though, and Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is a tremendous football player, man. I know he's not. I just always say be careful about Jalen Hurts. Like they he's a second-day draft pick and blah, blah, blah. I don't know. He throws it better than people. I don't know. I like Jalen Hurts is all I'm saying. I think he's a great ambassador for the game of college football, and I give him credit.
It'll be interesting to see if he's a good enough pure thrower to play in the league because
if he's not, so what? He's
got the
one
right,
heck of a college football
and you know what, too, Dan? He's got the right. He doesn't have the Kyler Murray elusiveness. He's more like Russell Wilson. He can run if he has to.
Yeah.
And he's a very good runner. I'm not saying they don't run him by design, but you just feel like in the NFL that he can slide a little more than just take off.
Jeff, you weren't happy with
Murray's
Dan
playing great, by the way.
for jumping on this pick as he took the Jets, getting 2.5 against the Washington Redskins.
Oh, got an NFL.
I told him I liked
you liked that
one.
pick.
Yeah.
You jumped back, though. You went with the Lamar revenge game. You liked the Ravens laying 4.
Ooh, that was an easy one.
Easy money. 41-7. the final. Dan?
Yes, sir.
You went with the big spread. You called it, you said lay it. Said we're going to score 70 on these losers. Ohio State did score 56, but they gave up 21, so they did not cover.
I blame the Tua injury on
the
that.
53.
Word got up to Columbus, and they got the starters out immediately.
Took the foot off the gas.
And plus, Rutgers scored. When they had
Rutgers
7 in the
terrible.
first quarter,
Yeah.
I knew I was in trouble.
Yeah, because 70-7 is what you needed.
Yeah.
That was a 2-3 campaign on the week for Dan.
Jeez.
Drops you to 28-31, -3.
-3.
Jeff Rowe trying to close it out strong. You went against your better judgment. You don't like to play NFL totals, but you said this one was calling your name like a siren. And you like the Bucks and Saints to go over the total of 49.5.
Oh, no.
And that one came in. So that's a 4-1 week.
Oh, no.
For Jeff Prosser,
gained
who
two
now
back.
finds himself suddenly tied in the win column and one back in the.
I don't care about it. All I care about is I'm +1.
I'm half
one
game,
ahead in
half
the loss
game.
column, I should say.
I'm ahead.
Yeah.
So I
Dan's
lead by
at
half
28
game.
and 31 with one push.
Yeah.
Jeff at 28 and 30 with two pushes.
Yes. We're ahead.
Oh,
28
no.
and 30. That's a winner.
Wait a minute.
You're 28 and 31. I'm 28 and 30. Now, that puts me ahead. There's no way that you can somehow come up with a scenario where that doesn't have me
wins,
ahead.
less
If he was -5 and he's +3, so you're -2.
Correct.
And I was -2 and I lost. Okay,
Now
so
you're
I'm
-3.
-3. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm one back.
He tried, though. He tried to snatch it away from me there.
Oh, I'm
Here's
paying
I have
attention.
today's Shazam Spotlight before we go to break.
Uh-huh.
This is, again, passion be damned.
Uh-huh.
The Shazam Spotlight brought to you by ShazamAuto.com, the Murray Ford Superstores. Yeah, that one-shot comment, that's going to take a while to extract that from me. I didn't think that one was fair. I thought that was a cheap shot at his fan base about the passion of selling out stadiums. Well, here's something that'll knock out your passion, too. NFL teams who sell their passion to London, who take their passion for cashing to London.
Yeah.
This year,
Yeah.
the 8 teams that played in London,
Yeah.
the week after the London game, the game after the London game, some of them after a bye. Collective record, please, for those 8 teams.
I got a feeling it's going to be 0-8.
0-8.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so if you went to London this year, you sacrifice winning the next week as well. That's your Shazam Spotlight, brought to you by
What happens
Shazam
when we
Auto.
play 2 in London? Are we going to lose 2 on the backside?
Perhaps. I
Oh,
mean, we may as well just start 0-4 every year anyway. It's a drill.
Big Bo next.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Listen to 92.5 FM on Alexa. Say, Alexa, open 92.5 FM Jacksonville skill. And hear special messages from 1010XL personalities. You must say, Alexa, open 92.5 FM Jacksonville skill to initiate.
Ever wish a button could undo what you said at the office party?
Ned, my office now.
A button for emptying the dishwasher.
Honey, dishes!
If you have sleep apnea but have trouble using CPAP, now there's a button to replace it. It's called Inspire. Inspire is a sleep apnea treatment that works inside the body with just a click of a remote. That's right, just a button. If you're struggling with CPAP, great sleep awaits at InspireSleep.com. That's InspireSleep.com. Inspire. Sleep apnea innovation. No mask, no hose, just sleep.
Talk to your doctor to see if Inspire is right for you and review important safety information at InspireSleep.com.
Hi, this is Dale Murray, and we're throwing the flag on those big city dealers charging those big city prices. Come see why everybody's driving the distance to Murray Superstores. If we don't have it, the manufacturer doesn't build it. Our starting All-American lineup wins every time. Plus, our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty on all new and qualified used vehicles puts the blitz on the competition. And we'll trade anything from wore-out bed sheets to football cleats. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
If you believe in solar, clap your hands. If you believe in solar, clap your hands. If you have solar and your electric bill is lower. If you believe in solar, clap your hands. To learn about solar, you should call. To learn about solar, you should call. To learn about solar, to make your life go lower. To learn about solar, you should call. 904-999-7224. 904-999-7224. To learn about solar and make your life go lower. Call 904-999-7224.
Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods. And folks, the new Dagwood sandwich has a little bit of everything. Almost like they couldn't decide and somebody said, let's just throw it all in there. But as crazy as it sounds, it's actually pretty tasty. Black Forest ham, Genoa salami, pepperoni, smoked turkey, provolone, and cheddar cheese, all on the softest bread on the planet. So the next time you're out and about, make it a fresh Dagwood sandwich from Dandy and do it today.
Need your carpets and tiles looking great for the special holiday party?
Give Zerorez a call. Zerorez technicians are cleaning freaks. Google it and read over 2,500 5-star reviews. Zerorez, spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Postgame Monday on 1010XL is brought to you by Dandy Foods, makers of the world-famous Classic Cuban. Everybody loves a classic.
American Window Products, rated by Best of the Best Television as the #1 window company in America. Our installers are all American Window Products employees, no outside contractors, no high-pressure sales, just skilled, honest folks that can save you a bundle on your electric bill. Replace your old windows with Eastern Architectural Systems today and pay nothing for installation on 6 or more windows. Visit AmericanWindows.com and check out our video by Best of the Best Television.
American Windows. The Truck Accident Law Firm is a national truck crash law firm based right here in Jacksonville, focused on making First Coast roads safer through zealous advocacy for families of those injured or killed by unsafe trucking. The Truck Accident Law Firm focuses exclusively on tractor-trailer, bus, and commercial vehicle crashes. If someone you know is involved in a serious crash with a tractor-trailer or commercial vehicle, contact your local truck crash specialists at truckcrashlaw.com. Non-attorney spokesperson.
Attention diesel mechanics. Republic Services is now hiring in Duval and St. Johns County. And with Republic Services, new diesel mechanics get a $2,000 sign-on bonus, a $1,000 yearly tool allowance, and competitive benefits. Republic Services will even pay for your ASC certifications and offer a bonus for each certification earned. Join the Republic Services team and make a positive impact on your community and environment today. Visit republicservices.jobs for more information and to apply. Wear the star, drive your career.
And welcome back to another episode of Potty Talk with our current champion. So what's your secret to your perfect plumbing proficiency?
It's simple, really. Roland Reach Plumbing is always the right answer.
Roland Reach Plumbing, 260-7059.
Noel's Lock and Safe is your go-to place for gun safes, home and office safes by Liberty Safe Company, America's best-built safe. Noel's is the largest in-stock safe dealer in North Florida, with a huge showroom on Blanding and tons of safes to choose from right there. So you can go get your Liberty Safe today. Plus, with 12 months interest-free financing and free 90-day layaway, lock in your holiday savings. Visit LibertySafesOfNorthFlorida.com, a division of Noel's Lock and Safe.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update brought to you by USA Energy Savers Solar Division. I'm Taylor Dahl for 1010XL. Nick Foles returned not quite what we hoped for as the Jags struggled on all cylinders versus the Colts yesterday, only running the ball 9 times for 29 yards while Indy ran for 264 yards, having 2 guys rush for over 100 each. Doug Marrone talked to media after the game yesterday on what they tried to do to stop the run.
We've tried everything with the run. we got an extra guy, we're playing double eagle, we're playing a bunch of stuff, and, we weren't able to stop it. And then, then we can't convert the third downs to keep ourselves going, and, the game gets away from us.
Visit Jaguars.com for more. The Jags fell to the Colts 33-13, dropping their record to 4-6. They now get ready for another road divisional game as they play the Titans on Sunday. It's 54 degrees at 8:01. Time and temp are brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
Now breakfast with Boselli.
Brought to you by Claude Nolan Cadillac and ClaudeNolanCadillac.com. Beginning lasting relationships since 1905. Breakfast provided by Chick-fil-A.
On 1010XL.
Pross, when you are a national guy like Don Anthony Boselli,
okay,
you have a group of people surrounding you, a workforce who are there merely for you. Like as you're walking in to do your national, you got a makeup guy and you got a PR firm and
they have a makeup guy for national radio. Do they?
Yes, yes. So
for the webcam, or
so I saw Tony yesterday at halftime, and by the way, his food of choice at the half was he went. He was having a cheeseburger.
Okay.
Which is okay. That's interesting. But no bun, which I thought, that's good. Tony's obviously taking good care of himself.
All right.
But then I saw the 4 slabs of cheese he put on top.
Thought that kind of offset the no bread.
That's a lot of cheese up there, big fella. But anyway,
Protein.
yeah, I know.
Protein.
I thought you'd get with your PR firm to try to come out with some sort of statement this morning as we ask you the inevitable question. So we might as well just nip it in the bud here about the 7-0 run.
I was gonna let you know my throat's really hurting. I think I can't do the show today.
Can't do it.
I gotta call back tomorrow.
That's fine.
That's good.
Maybe next week.
I like
Maybe
that.
next
Smart.
week.
That's
Maybe
good.
next
Duck
week.
it. Duck it. Don't take
How's
it
that?
head on.
You like
That's
that? You
good.
like
That's
that
not
one?
bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
6-1, Tone. Is that what you're thinking? 6-1.
Well, here's my other strategy. No comment. We're gonna say no comment.
Also good. Is that what they advised you to do?
Well, I'm my own PR firm. I'm my own. I obviously am advising myself.
You know what the saddest thing is? Since 2010, it's only the third time we've been as good as 4-6, Dan. I mean, we're at a high water mark here at 4-6.
I know. I've heard all your, and it's at 7 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
I don't need to hear you screaming at me, Dan.
I know, but I can't help it. I was so frustrated,
That
Tone.
was
I had to
too
get it off
much.
my chest. 3rd and 19, Tone. I walked across that field in Foxborough 2 years ago, and I looked at the big fella, and we were forlorn and saddened, and we shook our head and said 3rd and 18, and they just stuck us with 3rd and 19.
Well, I will have to say that 3rd and 18 hurt a little bit more.
Well, there's no
than 3rd and
question.
19.
There's no
But
question.
Third,
But
I mean, 3rd and 19, you got to get off the field. They were.
what was the
crazy.
response in the booth when you watched a bubble screen go for 31 yards on a giveaway play on 3rd and 19?
It was. We looked at each other and basically said, "Wow,
wow."
What else?
Wow.
You don't expect that. It's
Yeah.
like that's. I mean, right there, you had a bad feeling, like kind of entered the gut. It wasn't feeling great before that, but it was a one-possession game.
You still had some confidence at the half. You thought the team was going to start to feed Leonard and they'd get going a little bit.
I thought we'd start running the ball a little bit, which we did not.
Yeah.
And thought we'd get a stop, get right back into it.
Yeah.
Take the lead. And it just didn't happen. It was, it was frustrating.
Man, that was a tough one, man. And how do you can't listen. I don't know how we tend to justify losses or rationalize them, I guess is a better word. But a bye week, healthy, here we go, new quarterback, let's go. This is the team we wanted, and gosh.
Well, there is, as probably rightfully so. I have no problem with it. I was getting killed on Twitter.
Yeah.
And one of the comments that was said was, "Let's see how Tony spins this one."
Right.
And my comment back was, "There is no spinning this.
Right.
It was bad.
Yeah.
It was just a bad game.
Yeah.
Bad performance. It was bad.
That's 2 in a row, by the way.
It was bad playing.
Yeah.
Bad planning. It was bad coaching. It was bad radio analysis. It was
Yeah.
a bad game all the way around.
Yeah.
It was just, there's no excuse. You can't sit back and say, well, they did this well, and if they got this going their way, maybe, it's a different game. No. When you give up, when the rushing differential is 260 to 29, you're not going to win the football game.
No.
You win the game at every level.
Listen.
The way you win.
Go ahead.
The way you win games at every level is in the trenches with big people.
Right.
You win the line of scrimmage on both sides, and you have a quarterback.
Right.
And if you have that, and that's what the Colts did. But look at that game.
Yeah, they had nobody. They had no skill position players. They had a quarterback on one leg, but up front they dominated. Yep.
Dominated both sides of the ball. They won, and they won the day.
Start
simple.
with the D line and explain to us in football terms how, because we watched it with Christian McCaffrey and we said, all right, well, Christian McCaffrey's an MVP candidate. And then we saw Carlos Hyde and we were like, Carlos Hyde's having a good year. Well, I mean, apparently it doesn't matter who's playing running back on the opposition. They had a guy who had 1 total yard this whole year, and he was
fresh, Dan. He was fresh.
Went for 100.
Advantage.
But from a football standpoint, Marone said, well, we tried everything. What did they try and why? I mean, those holes were enormous, Tone, enormous. So the guys must be, obviously they're getting blocked, and then they must be out of position as well. What's happening up there? Because it's terrible.
Yeah, it's not just the defensive line. Let's just say the front seven.
Yes.
And then you had a bunch of missed tackles when it bounced. A perfect example. So it's the front seven, but it's not just those guys. It's the corners and the secondary too. Because if you look at the Colts, a number of times it bounced to the corner.
Right.
And Leonard's one-on-one with the corner. What happens? The corner makes the tackle.
Right.
It happened with us, and what happened? We missed the tackle or we got drugged for 5 yards.
Right. Right.
And so it's not, when you look at football in general, offense or defense, it's never just one thing or one group by itself. It's typically a whole bunch of things, and it typically bleeds from players to coaches and all of the above. So, I mean, when Doug says they're trying to do everything, they're going double eagle and everything else. So they're trying to play heavy run front, covering, a double eagle or bear front is they got a guy in the center, they got guys on both guards, and they got guys on both outside tackles. So you try to have every gap covered.
Right.
And you have your linebackers as well. So it's supposed to be a strong run defense. Well, they ran a number of times, and the Colts whipped them up front. I mean, just whipped them. And so at that point, is that coaching? It seems to me like I know if a team gets in a bear front, that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's a good, okay, we're going to stop the run. We might be susceptible to a couple things, but we're going to take away this that they want to do.
Right.
And they didn't. I mean, they ran against that. They ran against everything. Now, there's also guys from alignment look like they're lined up poorly. Now, is that coaching because they're not being told properly? I don't know what they're being told in practice. But my experience, when you give up 260-plus yards rushing,
right,
it's players and coaches. You can't just blame the coaches.
Right, that's fair.
And you just can't blame the players.
Yeah.
It's the whole thing. I mean, that's just bad. And I think everyone in that team would look at each other and say the same thing. Like, this is all of us. We all had, just stank on us. We were stinky yesterday.
We did have some stank on us.
Did you just say stank?
We're going to wash that stank off.
Stank.
Tony,
there was some stank on him.
Tony, is Miles Jack, is he miscast as a middle linebacker? Is that something that should, like, if Jake Ryan were to get healthy, would you consider at all putting him in the middle and moving Miles back to the outside? I mean, would that have any, I don't know, man. I just don't see the impact plays by the middle linebacker or the tackles.
One step further,
and maybe
Tony,
I'm wrong.
what do they see in Miles Jack that led him to, ahead of schedule, give him an extension?
I don't know the answer to the extension. I mean, I don't know what they were thinking from a salary cap standpoint or a investment and future standpoint. I don't know that. I mean, I'm obviously not part of those conversations. I don't know what their kind of overall thought process was. Miles is not having a great year at middle linebacker. They were, if you look back 2 years ago when the defense played really well, Miles played outside linebacker on first and second down and then came inside on nickel and was the middle backer at that point. And that was their best year. And then he played middle backer all the time last year with the retirement of Paul Posluszny.
Right.
And it was, it was fine. It wasn't
mixed
results.
Everyone, right.
Yeah, everyone thought that he would take a big step forward and have a big year. And I think we thought the same thing this year. And it has not come to fruition that way. And I'm not putting this all on Miles Jack. I mean, again, you have to be in the meetings understanding exactly what they're trying to do from a call standpoint. And it's easier to play middle linebacker when your defensive line's playing really well because guys aren't getting to you as quickly. But Miles is part of he has to shoulder some of this too, because as you watch, there's times where, from what I can best tell, he's late getting there. He's missed, in the wrong gap, unblocked, not making plays, missing tackles. No more than anyone else, but, at some point, if you want to be the guy and you want to be the man, you got to start playing that way. You have to do things that set you apart.
Right.
If you want to be considered one of the best at your position. And he has, that hasn't happened this year. And I think you could probably say that, at times about a number of guys. Go to the front. The front didn't play well. The interior guys and Calais and the rest of them didn't play well yesterday. They're getting blocked.
I've never seen a team, Tone, that on a defense that if they're ahead and they can tee off, man, that's when they're really good. But if they're behind and the other team could have balance and run the ball, they're really bad.
And when you don't stop the run, people are going to start running the ball on you.
Yeah.
It's been a problem all year. It's really,
no doubt.
It's flared some weeks more than others.
Go Go week 1
Yeah.
and watch the Chiefs run the ball early in that game.
Yeah.
I mean, there was gaping holes.
Yeah, I remember.
And so this has been, I mean, Jeff's right. It's been a problem all year. They've tried to do a lot of different things. And, it's impossible to win games. This is the third time this year they've given up over 200 yards rushing. It's impossible.
Ooh.
I should say impossible, but I guess it happens every once in a while. But it's very difficult,
Right.
extremely unlikely to win a football game if you give up 200 yards rushing.
Tony,
It doesn't happen.
Yeah. It's I mean, 2 100-yard rushers
29th
only happened
in
one
the
other
league
time.
against the run, by the
yeah,
way.
2 100-yard rushers against the Jags in the same games only happened one other time, and that was in that blowout playoff loss at Denver the year after the Miracle.
God,
Remember that one?
Yeah.
Tony, this is a football organization that walked off the field in Foxborough, Massachusetts in January of 2018 with an identity of playing top of the league defense and running the football. Now we're in November of 2019, and they're not excellent at either one of those things. How much more difficult does that make the reworking when you think you are something that you're not? Because clearly 2017 was a fraud year. It was a mirage. It didn't establish and set.
Well, wait a second. That's not fair.
It is fair. It is fair because
fraud?
Yeah.
A fraud? No.
Correct.
It's not a fraud, Jeff.
Yes, it is.
Now, it might have been no. That's not the right term. It might be an anomaly. It might be a outlier, but not a fraud.
What? Well, you're giving me synonyms and telling me my word.
No, I'm not.
My word is wrong.
Like there was something. Fraud is a negative comment towards something. It wasn't a.
That's the way I meant it, Tony. I mean it as a
Well,
negative
that's what you
comment.
said.
You present yourself. Yeah, I'm. So that's why I used the word fraud.
They didn't present themselves as something to. Fraud means you purposely try to deceive.
Oh, come on now.
What
are we doing here? Are you giving me an English exam, Tony? You do not understand Did you not understand the spirit of the question? Are we gonna bicker now about an anomaly, Tony? All right, an anomaly.
Okay, fine.
So where do you go from there now? Now that you have anomaly-ish defined what you are.
Slow down.
Well, I can't use the word fraud. So you didn't fraudulently present this identity.
That's the right word.
Huh?
They didn't deceive anyone. They didn't purposely say,
for God's sake. Hick, you know what I mean. Ask the question. Can you? Just ask the question for me. I mean,
10 games
this guy's
in.
going to pretend like he doesn't know what I mean.
10 games in, 8 of the last 9 years losing record, Tone.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah.
I mean, you think I'm going to sit here and defend that?
But they built their team to do something specifically, and they're not able to do it.
I don't know if they did though, Dan.
Because
you don't have a fullback on the roster, and you had 2 tight ends active yesterday. Now one was because of injury, but you haven't invested in that position either. Like if you want to be a power running team,
mm-hmm.
and you want to be a downhill,
right?
You have big tight ends, you have fullbacks. I mean, Leonard Fournette is a gap runner, downhill runner. He's not a out of the shotgun zone type of runner. It's not who he is.
Right.
And so if you want to be a power running football team and play a great defense, well, then you have fullbacks and tight ends, and that's what you do. That's how you build, and you have guys who can really play at that position. And we have not done that. In 17, you had a bunch of big tight ends led by Mercedes Lewis, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
And that hasn't, either by not doing it or picking the wrong guys, you're not built to play football that way.
Beef.
And so it becomes difficult.
You're listening to Breakfast with Baselli, brought to you by Claude Nolan Cadillac and ClaudeNolanCadillac.com, beginning lasting relationships since 1905. Breakfast provided by Chick-fil-A. Get that bagel, Danny.
Oh, it's so good. So good. Where do we go from here, Tony? And don't say Nashville.
It's
because basically the dream has died. They're not going to the postseason.
Well, it's not dying. It's on life support.
Yeah, it's dead.
The last right.
Like I said, if I said this earlier, Tony, I think you heard me during my rant. If you mention the playoffs, I will go Myles Garrett on you with this Jaguar helmet that's here in studio.
Yeah, I'm not going to. I don't think this team's making the playoffs.
Yeah, they're not a playoff
but it's
team.
not. No, they're not a playoff team. You don't give up. You don't have that type of run differential
mm-hmm.
as far as how many yards you get, the opposing team gets. You don't lose a game that way, where it's really, going into the fourth quarter.
Unless you had Peyton Manning, right? Because the Colts lost one like that to us one year, went on to win the Super Bowl. But
true.
Seems like they had a little bit more talent,
I almost said that, Jeff, because you don't win.
Right.
You don't play games like that and go to the playoffs. I mean,
We
that
saw
was
it happen.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Well, it was one of the craziest years ever. Number
No
one,
doubt.
they were already leading the division when we beat them like that.
Yeah.
And but the crazy thing about that is they were terrible on defense. They couldn't stop the run. They get Bob Sanders back, an undersized, strong safety.
Bobby Sanders. What a good football player he was.
In the playoffs, and all of a sudden they become like the 85 Bears. They can't run the ball at all. It's like crazy. So unless we're getting Bob Sanders and we run the table somehow, this is at this point, as a player, let me tell you what the players, what you want is from the players and coaches' standpoint. You're like, listen, we got 6 games left. Let's go win. Let's go beat Tennessee. Let's get to 5 and 6.
Right.
It's muddled up. 9 and 7 might get in the playoffs still. We're you win them all. You're 10 and 7. That's the message. You have to build hope, and and as a player, that's all you can do. Because if you go to the other side where you're like, it's over, let's mail it in, it's going to get really ugly, and it's going to be a really long 6 weeks. And so that's the player's mentality. As far as us, as we cover the team, or as a fan, go enjoy it, cheer them on, and hope for the best. But understand that it doesn't. There's not a lot of evidence to get you to hopeful. But it's still got to cheer your team on and try to find a way. I think most people still hate Tennessee, and it would be great to go up there and beat them.
Right.
And try to make them as miserable as we feel right now. That's really all you. That's what you do.
Tony, we've seen teams go through these ruts where they can't stop one side of the ball. And so here you are coming off giving up 264 to the Colts yesterday, and lo and behold, that Mack truck named Derrick Henry, who by the way is not afraid to go 90 on you if you let him.
99.
Thank you. So what do you do this week? Between the wounded confidence, I would assume, after what happened yesterday, the track record that Henry has against you, and the personnel that you have on your roster, how do you push the right buttons and make sure that Tennessee doesn't run for 200 yards on Sunday?
I think you start by having to go to church and really pray a lot.
That's what we're left with?
I think that's where you start.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, I think one of the things you do is, I would go turn on the tape from week 3 and say, this is who we are. Derrick Henry couldn't run the length of the football against us. We completely shut him down. And so you have to bring reminders and show them and burn anything that shows anything else. Because you got to get this group's confidence saying, listen, we've done this before. We can stop these guys. And that's where I would go with it. That's what I would be talking about, because I don't think the run game is coaching as much. Coaching's always part of it. Coaches are responsible at the end of the day for the product that's out there, or what they allow to happen, or not allow. But to me, run is yes, doing your assignments, being in the right place. So that's coaching and playing players together. But then it's just will and effort and just mentality of it's not going to happen against us. And I think that's what you got to figure out, how to dig out of this group, just to go fight and turn the thing into a street fight against the Tennessee Titans. That's the only way you have a chance. Because if you go out there and perform the way you did against the Colts and get blocked and moved off the point and pushed around, then Derrick Henry's going to rush for 500 yards against you. But if you go, there's evidence that in this year that shows you no, we're better than this, and we can go out and play at a high level. We just got to go do it.
We were worried about linebackers in training camp before the season ever started. We looked at that lineup of roster of linebackers, and we're concerned, and those concerns have played out. I wish the team had been a little more concerned and proactive if they could have been.
I'm still, as a player, Tone, I want your opinion. I want to understand this, because you said this earlier and it struck me. You said, as a player, here's what you do. Well, as a player, how did that happen yesterday? Like, you had a week off, you had a bye week, you had everything going your way, everybody's healthy.
You're proving you're pretty close to Indy in town.
Yeah,
These usually play close games.
And I know, you listen, again, I know you can sit there and go, well, Hick, it was 10-7, and then the third 19, then it was 17. Yeah, but they kicked the Jags' ass in the second half. And that's football's a 60-minute game.
You can't.
Yeah.
I mean, I could go there and say,
yeah,
Haven falls in the football, and we go score there. We have the lead at halftime, and we stop in the third 19.
Right.
Okay, but neither of those things happen.
Right.
And in the meantime, you got pushed around.
Mm-hmm.
And how does that happen? I mean, the reality is, at the end of the day, sometimes guys, they're either just better than you.
Right.
And that's a good offensive line.
Yeah.
I mean, they got manhandled up front.
All right.
In the run game. And sometimes when it's really close and maybe the other guy's a little bit better than you and you're not at your best or it starts going against you the wrong way, it's hard to recover and they get momentum. I mean, football's a funny thing, man. I've played games where it just feels like we are unstoppable.
Right.
And nothing can stop us.
Right.
And you play the same, in division games, you play the same team, a few weeks later, and it's like, oh my gosh, who are these guys?
Right.
I mean, we can't even move the ball.
What'd you think of Foles?
So I get that. It goes both ways, and it's a funny thing, and the margins are very tight usually as far as the difference. And yesterday, man, they got on top of us. They got confidence. They got going. Both backs were running great. Offensive line was balling. The defense.
What did you think of Nick Foles play, Tony? I know he really wasn't much of the story. The quarter, he could have had Brett Favre in there, and the way the defense played, it wasn't going to matter.
Yeah,
but how did you think he looked? Arm strength, the knowledge of the offense, rust, any of those things? Just a one-game, maybe analysis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I thought too. It's kind of okay.
Yeah, I was like, okay. I'm ready for the Pride to happen tonight because I know Pete's going to do it. Well, if Minshew's in there, do they win? No. No.
I would agree with that.
No. I don't understand the game plan. I don't understand.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Run the ball 5 or 6 times in the first half. Now, they'll say we didn't convert on third down. We didn't do this, that. Okay.
But their game plan was to throw it a lot. That was their game plan going in by all accounts, and that was they kind of felt like they couldn't run it against that team. And then, Leonard goes for 12 on the first carry or 11, and I'm thinking, don't think that,
Rock Armstead had a game of 6, I think, 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And listen, I don't think I thought Leonard missed a couple things a few times.
Sure.
In the zone game, so I'm not going to put it all on Flip, but I thought you got to call the run more. I don't care who's playing quarterback.
Right.
You cannot run it that few of times. Now they're fighting uphill because they lost Esteval during the week. I mean, the whole thing, the tight end, the lack of tight end production and lack of tight end talent, and no fullback on this team is if you're Leonard Fournette's your back is just I don't think it's the recipe to get things done. It's really difficult to be a power running team if you don't have those type of bodies, and they don't. They don't have those type of bodies in the roster. So maybe they realize that, and they say, they're not overly comfortable with the running out of the shotgun with Leonard, so they felt like they needed to throw it more. I don't know. I mean, the game plan was very curious.
Well, next week, Tone, start doing your college homework. We have right now the 11th and 20th pick, and we'll do some draft talk on Breakfast with Baselli.
Draft talk.
So
we're not. Just so you know. If you bring up the draft, I'm not going to do the segment.
You're going to hang up?
I'm still going to build the station because it's in my contract that I do not have to talk draft before the season is over.
All right, well.
Good luck.
We're looking. We'll do that when we come back. Thank you, Don Anthony.
There he goes. That's the big fella. That's
man.
Breakfast with Baselli.
Coming up later
Time
today,
to
too.
dig into this Chick-fil-A. And here's another thing, too, about Leonard, the game plan and Leonard, while I'm thinking about it because I'll forget.
Uh-huh.
Enough with this every down back. Leonard is a horrific weapon in the pass game. You throw it to him in the flat, and it's like his feet are in cement. He never makes a guy miss. He never explodes for a long
run
game.
him down the field a little bit further. Don't just throw him outside. Because I'd watch Leonard in Leonard can catch the hell out of the football.
I'm not talking about the physical act of catching.
That's what I'm saying. Run deeper routes with him, then. Send him out there 7 yards instead of 2.
Yeah. By the way, I don't think the Colts used a fullback at all yesterday. So prefacing your running dynamic and aura as having to have a fullback, I don't know.
Let's
not
go.
sure. All right. It's a Monday Morning Quarterback, divorcemenonly.com.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Defense wins championships. This is the Defensive Player of the Game, presented by Superior Fence and Rail, where quality matters.
DJ Hayden had a tenacious performance on defense in Indianapolis. The 5'11 corner was everywhere on the field as he ended the contest with 6 tackles. He'd also make his presence felt in the backfield with a sack. A stat line such as that for the 7-year man has to be music to his teammates' ears. And he's your Superior Fence and Rail's Defensive Player of the Game.
Searching for a fence? Challenge yourself to find a fence company with more positive online reviews than Superior Fence and Rail. With over 750 total online reviews and a 4.8 out of 5 review average, Superior Fence and Rail is superior. So take the online challenge or let their professional team show you what superior service looks like. Superior Fence and Rail, where quality matters.
When you're on the fence about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
Blue here for Key Buick GMC. How about the GMC Sierra 1500? It's a truck I own and I love. Right now, save over $14,000 on all 2019 trucks. Save up to $9,500 off all new select terrains in stock and up to $11,000 off the Acadia. Visit them today. We are professional grade. Whenever you buy a brand new Buick or GMC from Key, it comes with a lifetime powertrain warranty. That's Key Buick GMC, Southside and Gate.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods. And folks, the new Dagwood sandwich has a little bit of everything. Almost like they couldn't decide and somebody said, let's just throw it all in there. But as crazy as it sounds, it's actually pretty tasty. Black Forest ham, Genoa salami, pepperoni, smoked turkey, provolone, and cheddar cheese, all on the softest bread on the planet. So the next time you're out and about, make it a fresh Dagwood sandwich from Dandy and do it today.
Listen up, Jacksonville. Frank Frangie here for Big Chief Tire, and we've got another one for the road. Do you notice your vehicle pulling to the left or right when you're making your daily drive? Could you need an alignment? Proper alignment is a safety concern and should be checked with each tire rotation or replacement. Don't risk your family's safety. Make an appointment today. Big Chief Tire has 4 convenient locations across Jacksonville, so you can always find helpful, knowledgeable professionals who have families of their own and who take safety very seriously. Big Chief Tire. Drive in, drive out, drive on.
Get inside the Gators with the Florida Gator Report with Lauren Brooks.
Go, Gators!
Brought to you by Darley's Plumbing, where quality counts.
A big win for the Florida Gators.
Get your Gators on 1010XL.
This is Dr. Chris Swanson. When your sports injuries flare up, come where athletes are treated like pros. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
This is Verlin Dormany, head coach and athletic director of Trinity Christian Academy. We're proud of our relationship with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. Take it from us at Trinity Christian. When you need orthopedic care, call on Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Right now at Ring Power, your local Cat dealer, get 0% for 60 months with 0 down on select new Cat compact equipment. Whether you're looking to buy, lease, or rent, we've got the right solution to fit your job site needs. Call Ring Power at 904-295-1062 or visit ringpower.com/CCE offer Jacks. That's Ring Power at 904-295-1062 or ringpower.com/CCE offer Jacks. Terms and conditions apply.
All right, so here's what happened. Hicken here. My air conditioning went out. Oh, what do I do? It was hot this summer, man, like every summer. My wife said, we got to figure it out quick. We expect great service. I'm telling you, Bueller Air Conditioning rang the bell. The wife loved them. I loved them. They sent a professional over quickly. And when I say professional, that's what I mean. They were clean. They were courteous. They took care of it in no time flat. Now we have a brand new air conditioning system. You know what we did? We stayed cooler with Bueller.
Bueller Air. Stay cooler with Bueller.
Stephen Wright, who's been making the world laugh since 1982, is appearing live this Friday, November 22nd at 8 p.m. at the Florida Theater. You don't want to miss what will be a great evening with his unique brand of comedy. Get your tickets now for Grammy-nominated comedian Stephen Wright live at the Florida Theater this Friday, November 22nd. Tickets are on sale now at floridatheater.com or the venue box office. That's Stephen Wright this Friday, November 22nd at the Florida Theater.
Hey folks, Mike Dempsey here, and I want to know, are your drafty windows letting all that cool air right back outside? Will they protect your home from Florida's unpredictable weather? If not, then it's time for the peace of mind that comes only with Pella Windows and Doors. Pella offers durable wood, fiberglass, and vinyl products in various styles and designs to best complement your home. So visit the Pella of Jacksonville showroom on Phillips Highway next to Tesla, or find them at PellaJacks.com. That's Pella Windows and Doors at PellaJacks.com.
All offers are with approved credit and not a conjunction. See dealer for complete details.
We're out to be number one, numero uno. And we won't be happy unless you're happy with the great deal you're going to get during our Black Friday sales event at Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Arlington. Check out our inventory at number1cjd.com. Take advantage of Employee Pricing Plus. It's here now at Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Arlington, 9600 Atlantic Boulevard.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
All right, welcome back. It's 8:33. Good morning, Jacksonville. The doom and gloom of a season that has come to a screeching halt. The Jags go up to Indianapolis and absolutely get pummeled. Had their manhood taken away by the Colts.
Literally.
And Tony had a good point, too. You know, again, the Colts had the exhibition skill players playing yesterday, preseason skill players, but it didn't matter because they just got whooped up front on both sides of the ball. Both sides of the ball. And I thought early on, you know, Jags get a sack. I was like, maybe they get after Brissett here a little bit, and, you know, but wasn't the case.
Make plays.
Wasn't the case.
Just don't make plays. When they cause a fumble, they're never the one to jump on it or pick it up and run it back. Or, I mean, in many ways, this is much worse. It was 10-7 at half, Hick.
Yeah, I know.
It's 10-7.
I know. And I'm
then,
not
like you
play
said,
that.
a 3rd and 19 right out of the gates on the first possession.
Oh,
I mean, and look, I am resigned to this after watching these last 2 weeks or last 2 games.
Yes, sir.
You know, we said they got a great opportunity. Well, now it's opportunity lost, and not just lost, but we learned something in these 2 games. We're by far the worst team in the division.
Yeah.
We may only be a game back. It might be a proper time to remind folks who the 4 wins have come against.
Yeah.
Not like there's been any chance to really make a statement and beat a Chiefs or even a Panthers on the road, anyone.
We'll always have Cincinnati.
Yeah, exactly. An 0-for team, an 0-10 team.
I'll ask you this question. I want to shift gears. I need a break. I need a give me 6 good minutes here on the Gators, their football team.
Okay.
With success comes a higher expectation. If you're Gator Nation, do you ever frown at a 10-win season?
I hope not.
Okay.
It's pretty clear that the Gators have a really, really good coach, but he's going to have to get more talent. You can't out-scheme and out-coach LSU and Georgia if they're more talented than you are.
Florida went out to Columbia, beat Missouri 23-6 on Saturday. This is a Florida team that has warts. They cannot run the football. Their offensive line is terrible. They have a backup quarterback in there, and yet, with all that said, they've been able to put together a 9-2 campaign with what looks like an inevitable 10th win coming up, but we shall see.
Well, that's what I mean. That's exactly my point.
Yeah,
Imagine, Dan Mullen may be Urban Meyer if he had Tim Tebow and Percy Harvin instead of Kyle Trask and Kadarius Toney.
Kyle Trask has done a very good job. I will continue to maintain until I'm blue in the face, even though Dan Mullen would disagree that his offense is better with a running quarterback.
Well, I think he knows that.
But he won't admit it. But Kyle Trask has been very good. But his numbers, quite frankly, are very similar to what Felipe Franks did a year ago. They're very similar. And so
looks better, though.
You can say he looks better, but Felipe Franks accounted for 31 touchdowns, and Kyle Trask has accounted for 21 touchdowns.
I guess I'm just, I think of the quarterback still old school as his ability to throw, and he's a much better thrower.
Yeah. Florida was able to get it done in a relatively close game throughout. They pulled away, got a couple touchdowns in the second half. Were able to beat Missouri, who And a very good defensive performance, not to take anything away, but Missouri obviously, Kelly Bryant still feeling the effects of a hamstring injury. And if you watch Kelly Bryant on Saturday, you can see why Dabo did the right thing in switching to Trevor Lawrence, by the way.
Kelly Bryant was not a good thrower at all.
No.
He kept. In fact, Missouri could have got back in that game with a good quarterback.
Yeah.
But I would say the same thing, when it comes to back to your premise of a 10-win season.
Mm-hmm.
I think Dan Mullen got absolutely the most he could out of this roster. That only carries you so long because you're also in charge of building the roster.
Mm-hmm.
And, again, you need a 5-star top-of-the-heap running back and a 5-star top-of-the-heap quarterback, and then let's see what they do over the course of a season. And an offensive line that needs to be better, too. Kind of lost in the Tebow, Harvin, explosion of offensive personnel. They also had both Pouncey Boys and Marcus Gilbert on that line. All three guys have played every down in the NFL since the day they left.
It looks to me like Florida is just about a lock for the Cotton Bowl. And the only unfortunate part about that, which, by the way, it's a December 28th noon game, the only unfortunate part about that is Florida's opponent will be the nothing-to-gain team.
Like Cincinnati
or Boise or Memphis or whoever. So that would be my...
I think I'd rather go play in the Citrus Bowl against, Penn State.
Yeah, I don't know.
From a fan standpoint.
The Cotton Bowl is a New Year's Day 6 bowl, so...
Is it still?
Yeah, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's one of the... Yeah. As far as... Even though it's on December 28th, we call it New Year's Day 6 bowl, but it's a big bowl game, and it's... I don't know if Florida's ever played in the Cotton Bowl. I don't think they have.
I don't think they have either. But if they're playing in the Cotton Bowl, gosh dog it seems like they should be playing... Like the Cotton Bowls we remember... This isn't the Cotton Bowl.
Yeah.
The Cotton Bowls, we remember they'd be playing,
team.
or Notre Dame. That's who they would be playing.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be. I also have a question for the Gator Bowl. So riddle me this, Dan.
Yes.
I'm looking at the bowl projections on ESPN yesterday, and they both have Notre Dame going to like a Cure Bowl in Orlando. Yeah. How have we gotten to the point that the Cure Bowl gets a pick at Notre Dame over the Gator Bowl?
I don't know. I'm seeing FSU projected to the Independence Bowl.
Yeah.
Didn't they just go to that one? Which bowl game did they go to 2 years ago?
I think that was the one, wasn't it? No, that may have been like one of those like Alabama, Mayflower or Poinsettia or the Tire Tracks Bowl.
That was the Independence Bowl.
It was
in Mississippi.
Okay, so it was. Yeah, they beat Southern Miss, right?
Louisiana beef.
Oh, I'm sorry, against Southern Miss. You're right.
The New Year's Day 6 bowls are the sugar, the orange, the cotton, the peach, and the fiesta.
And by the way, yes, no Cotton Bowl for Florida in their history.
By the way, the New Year's Bowls are set up really crappily. If your conference sends a team to the 4, you shouldn't automatically get to go to the Rose Bowl or the Orange Bowl. Let the Orange Bowl take the 2 best teams.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to end up with Virginia in the Orange Bowl? Come on, dude. That's a reward? Neither one are their average teams.
Yeah.
That's where you should let Utah or Oregon, whoever loses out, go.
Yeah.
Or, Bama or whoever. I guess they'll go the sugar.
Well, I would say something. I would say one more thing before we break, and you can mull on this a little bit. I know you're not as high on Georgia this year. I think
I'm not down on them. I think they're very good. I don't think they can win at all.
I think Georgia will give LSU every bit of what they got in that SEC championship game. That Georgia defense is really good. And LSU's only had that one game, and that was against Auburn, where it was tight 23-20, where they got slowed down. You get in a big championship-type game like that, and you're used to scoring 50, 40, 55 a game, and all of a sudden you look up and you only have 21. It'll be interesting. Now, can Georgia –
I think Georgia will play with them, sure.
And I think they match up well because LSU's defense is not all that. It's good. It's not great.
It gives up some points. Georgia's offense is what would worry me.
But if they can run the football on them, they'll control the football, and it will be an interesting game. I'm not ready to anoint LSU yet. I could see perhaps Georgia pulling the upset.
No, I think Georgia. I don't.
Which would then send everything into a kerflooey in the world of college football. All right, we got to take a break. We got more coming up. We'll go back to the Jaguars. Lots to do in the 9 o'clock hour, the NFL as well, and we can even look ahead to the postseason that will not include the Teal Boys next.
SMH.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. It's the Publix Ultimate Tailgate. You could win $250 toward your ultimate tailgate. Cornhole accessories from Mystic Cornhole and sausage from Cagino Sausage Company.
We aim to please.
Enter now at 1010xl.com.
Ever wish a button could undo what you said at the office party?
Ned, my office now.
A button for emptying the dishwasher.
Honey, dishes!
If you have sleep apnea but have trouble using CPAP, now there's a button to replace it. It's called Inspire. Inspire is a sleep apnea treatment that works inside the body with just a click of a remote. That's right, just a button. If you're struggling with CPAP, great sleep awaits at InspireSleep.com. That's InspireSleep.com. Inspire. Sleep apnea innovation. No mask, no hose, just sleep.
Talk to your doctor to see if Inspire is right for you and review important safety information at InspireSleep.com.
Hi, this is Dale Murray, and we're throwing the flag on those big city dealers charging those big city prices. Come see why everybody's driving the distance to Murray Superstores. If we don't have it, the manufacturer doesn't build it. Our starting All-American lineup wins every time. Plus, our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty on all new and qualified used vehicles puts the blitz on the competition. And we'll trade anything from wore-out bed sheets to football cleats. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey, it's Rick Ballou from McGowan's AC. Around here, November means fun family gatherings and football. Some folks in the kitchen working up a sweat, and others in the TV room arguing over who's going to the playoffs. Here's my advice. Keep your family gatherings from getting heated this holiday, and that's with a tune-up from my friends at McGowan's. Call them at 264-COOL or visit McGowan'sAC.com, the official heating and air conditioning partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
License number CMC 1250075.
Well, do you wake up hungry? I do. So when you wake up Jacksonville this morning, make your morning even brighter with Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A's hash brown scrambled burrito, maybe you've heard of it, has all the ingredients to give your morning scramble a boost. You can also get it as a hash brown scramble bowl instead. Either way, your morning will be a great one when you wake up with Chick-fil-A, especially if you order breakfast on the Chick-fil-A app. You'll earn points there for future rewards like, delicious Chick-fil-A food. So download the Chick-fil-A app, order your delicious breakfast today.
This is the Mangler. By now you've heard my commercial for Advanced Disposal and our need for CDL drivers. As a result, we've added some good drivers to our team. However, we still have some positions to fill. We're looking for CDL drivers in Northeast Florida, especially in Clay County, St. Johns County, and yes, Duval. Come be a starter on our team. Earn a solid wage and get full benefits. Head to our website, advanceddisposal.com/careers, and get signed up today. That's advanceddisposal.com/careers.
Equal opportunity employer.
Now, the TireOutlet.com drive of the game. TireOutlet.com. Wholesale prices, premium service.
Jacksonville got things started early in the Railroad City on Sunday. Nick the Quick would lead the Teal and Black 60 yards on 5 plays in what was just their second drive of the contest. This trip downfield would also give Jacksonville the lead thanks to a DJ Chark 34-yard score. The 5-play excursion downfield is your Tire Outlet drive of the game.
We all have a game face, and yours can win you a new set of tires. As a Year 2 Jaguars partner, Tire Outlet presents their free tire giveaway. Mike Dempsey here, folks, and during game day, all you do to enter is make a Facebook post of your game face using hashtag Tire Outlet. So show your pride and enter to win the free tire giveaway. Post your game face on Facebook with hashtag Tire Outlet. Did I mention $50 off a tire and wheel package Mondays after each game day? Tire Outlet, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Let's have lunch with Leon.
Got any fried chicken?
Former Jacksonville Pro Bowler Leon Searcy is serving up lunch on XL Primetime.
Weekdays from noon till 1:30. Brought to you by Wingstop.
Now I'm really hungry.
On 1010XL.
For the best price and service when it comes to your waste hauling and collecting, look no further than the A-Team at All-American Roll-Off and Recycling. Jet Prosser here, and let me tell you, you're not going to find an easier way to handle your project cleanups than calling in the A-Team at All-American. A J.B. Coxwell company, All-American Roll-Off and Recycling has brand new trucks and cans in all sizes to fit your project needs. No hidden fees. Count on the best price in town. When it comes to cleaning up when the job is done, go with the A-Team at All-American Roll-Off and Recycling. Visit us at all-americanrolloff.com.
The Diamond Strike, a
feel like I got value. I feel like I got the better price.
That's Eric Utley, another unpaid, unrehearsed, unscripted, raving fan of Diamonds Direct.
It's a competitive price, but the quality stands above and beyond the competitors that we looked at and researched, and that's where I think Diamonds Direct really stands apart.
Eric and his fiancée did a lot of shopping and found not only the best value at Diamonds Direct, but the best experience.
When we went into the local, smaller jewelers, and then especially when we went into some of these bigger brands, we just found a lack of service and a lack of just listening to the needs and the wants of my fiance when making this buying decision.
But at Diamonds Direct,
they offered a much more consultative and listening approach where they were actually listening to what my fiance wanted. That really separated Diamonds Direct.
Diamonds Direct.
Don't waste your time. Head to Diamonds Direct.
Your love, our passion.
Off Town Center Parkway, just left of the Hyatt.
How tough is the new 2019 Crewmax Toyota truck? Well, it's tough enough for Ernie Palmer Toyota and 1010XL to give one away this fall. Fact is, Ernie Palmer Toyota now has your toughest and coolest Tundras, Tacomas, Highlanders, and Sequoias just sitting around waiting for you to drive. So visit Ernie Palmer Toyota today and keep an eye out for the Ernie Palmer Weekly Pick'em Contest this football season on 1010XL.com, where you'll have a chance to win a Crewmax Toyota Tundra, only from Ernie Palmer Toyota.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
Monday Morning Quarterback, divorcemenonly.com. If you have questions or opinions, we do our best to get them out there.
Draft
Even
talk!
though we really sometimes think that they're head scratchers, some of them, from the email box. Would you play, I presume this is a serious question, would you play all the backups the rest of the season to try and get a higher first-round draft pick? So
go ahead and tank it. Tank for Tua.
Coach, Jeff Prosser, 1010XL, I'm just wondering, are you planning to play all the backups the rest of the year so that you can get a higher first-round draft pick? I'll take it off the air. So
really aren't.
Yeah, the answer is no.
There really aren't any backups in the NFL either. That's one thing everybody.
There's only 53-man roster. Yeah, that's true. There's you got like a second stringer.
Second stringers play a lot, generally speaking, in the NFL.
I don't think this just in after the last 2 weeks. I don't think you have to try to lose to get a higher first-round pick. It's going to come natural and normal, as it has for this franchise for most of the duration of their existence. And yesterday just reached a new low. You're coming off a bye week.
Yeah.
You have a tremendous opportunity. One, you've already frittered away in London where you play like absolute roadkill.
Yeah.
And got squashed by Houston 26-3. You didn't even compete.
Yeah.
And then you have 2 weeks to prepare for an Indianapolis team that I will remind you got beat by the Miami Dolphins the week before.
Ooh.
And even the Dolphins didn't allow 2 100-yard rushers to. So the Jags, to me, showed me just what they are. A terrible bunch of pretending, nonsense is what they are. They have no chance of turning this around. They have no chance of winning games. They're going to go to Tennessee, and they're going to get bushwhacked. They're going to get road graded.
Bushwhacked.
Derrick Henry's going to run for 140 yards.
Got bushwhacked.
Titans are going to beat them by 20 points.
Yeah.
And then we're going to hear, it's great to be back home. And then we're going to have to hear how we don't have enough passion to sell out the Bucs game.
Oof.
Yeah, we don't. We also, you know what else we don't have enough to sell out 8 games? Wins.
Plenty of good seats available.
Yeah, we don't have enough wins to sell out 8 games. And I would go to any organization in any sport that loses like you jokers do and challenge you to find any team with enough, quote, passion to sell out all the games.
Right now, the latest mock draft has no 2 in the first. The Bengals would get the first pick and take Smokey Joe Burrow. The Giants at 3 would. The Dolphins then go Justin Herbert. Jets are going Jerry Jeudy. Jags drafting all the way down at number. Where are we?
We'll be rising up from where we are.
Rise up, 13. Oh, this is before 4 and 5. So we're up to 11, by the way. They have us taking an edge rusher, Yetur Gross-Matos from Penn State. Calais Campbell's getting old. Jan is a pending free agent, might be out of the price range. Then we'd also replace Jalen at number 20 with Trevon Diggs from Alabama. Big kid, got some size, having a good season. So, anyway, that's
Stephon Diggs' brother.
Yeah, draft talk.
We need a draft. We need some talent. Need somebody with a little bit of, I don't know, get up in them.
We do need
those guys yesterday. You and I could have played for the Jags and done that good.
Oh, no. We do need tight ends and linebackers for sure.
Well, that's surprising me because we used third-round picks on both those this year.
Yeah.
Maybe we need somebody who can really find good players.
Yeah.
That's probably also going to contribute to the offseason of discontent that's coming because we've now tiptoed into the conversation doesn't become week to week. It's
hot seat.
It's job. Yeah,
hot seat.
Job security is now the main theme of the rest.
Seat.
And that security is not very secure, I would doubt.
Our Joe Poll question of the day presented by Lockett Law, DUI, and Criminal Defense. Know before you blow. Call our buddy Lee Lockett, 858-9818. Who do we hold most responsible for the disaster in Indy? 1,200 plus, almost 1,300 votes in, ladies and gentlemen. At Dan Hickett, if you want to vote. Marone, team not ready, 51%. Second place, 30%. Defensive line, run over. Excuse me. Play calling, no Leonard, 11%, and Foles was way too rusty, 8% of the polling public right now. Not a good look. I mentioned I was, frustrated with Dougie Fresh because I appreciate him taking the heat on everything, and it is his fault. It's all their fault, though, and it's Tony said it best. When you lose like that, it's a collective effort, and
no one did good.
No one did good except maybe DJ Chark. He might have had a good game. I don't know. He got a late touchdown, but he also had an early touchdown, a nice 34-yard dart.
And Tony's condemnation of how the question was asked, it remains just the same. This team, okay, they pulled the fraud on themselves. They believed they were something that they weren't. They thought they were a top-flight defense, Dan.
Yeah.
They did, to the point that they took a luxury pick at the very next draft with Taven Bryan.
Yes.
Which, is, again, proven to be not very insightful when it comes to who you could or would or should have taken there. So it's a mess. And look, after these last 2 weeks, 59-16 is the combined score in these two key divisional games. And if you are serious about being a good football program, moving in the right direction, the Jags would be 6-4 and leading the division.
And when you react after a loss like that, and I said, well, we need tight ends and linebackers. I could go on and on. We need new offensive linemen. We need playmakers on offense. We need defensive linemen. We need linebackers. We need another guy in the secondary. We need everything. After you watch that game yesterday, if you only had Sunday to watch the NFL and you watched every game yesterday, you would rank the Jaguars where? Like the 30th or 29th. We'd be right back to where we used to be.
Yeah, one of the last 2 or 3 teams in the league.
Yeah, and again, not to belabor the point, but I think 8 of the last 9 years. I got this from D-Rock yesterday. After 10 games, the Jags have had a losing record in 8 of the last 9 years.
Yeah.
So, what are we supposed to do?
4-6 is the high end, by the way.
Yeah, 4-6 is a high water mark. So, just an awful display yesterday, and lot to do, lot to fix, lot to work on, and now we've entered into the hot seat zone with everybody. So, nobody is immune to that. And we'll see what happens.
And here's
forward.
what's so disappointing, too, is you kind of felt, Dan, as an out that the roster itself wasn't too bad, but they had to improve the quarterback position.
Yeah.
And so we've gone and improved the quarterback position big time. 2 quarterbacks better than the one we've had for the last 4 years, and yet the team's no better.
I said it in the break, and it's I think it's true. In 17, we won despite the quarterback. The quarterback was okay. He was, he had some moments. He got hot late, but we had a really good team around him, we thought. And so then they said, okay, well, let's go for it again, and we'll keep improving the pieces around the average quarterback because we can do this. We just showed we can win with this guy. Well, that didn't happen because the average quarterback then played below average, and they couldn't overcome that, and so they fell apart. And then this year, they said, okay, well, we'll just improve the quarterback play, which they have, be it Minshew or Foles. They're both better than what we had. But with that said, the guys around him have now, for whatever reason, gotten worse. Not playing as well. Year older, some are gone. It's, it's Jalen Ramsey. It's Marcel Darius. Well, guess what? Jalen Ramsey ain't coming back, and neither is Marcel Darius. So, in all likelihood. Anyway, we got to move ahead. We got the 9 o'clock hour coming up.
We got to see what's trending. We'll go with the top 5 in that hour.
Okay.
It's the Monday Morning Quarterback, divorcemenonly.com.
The 1010XL studios are kept clean by Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
You can now